receive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 you got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest, never hidden.
All right. Happy Monday, Labor Day, everyone. Hope everyone's enjoying a great weekend. Beautiful here in Minnesota. How about you, Cal? You're not too far away. Got to be beautiful for you too. Yeah?
Could not ask for a better day. It's been beautiful all day. It's like probably 70 degrees, light breeze. Well, I mean, it's the best weather you can imagine. So this is what we play for, pretty much.
It's crazy, man. It honestly is. It's a bittersweet, I think, day/weekend for us here. We're sending our oldest to kindergarten in a public school tomorrow, so it's been a very emotional weekend for a lot of people, but it's been nice to have the weather to kind of be outside and take your mind off things. So.
Absolutely, but exciting new chapter though, for sure. That's
very
much
fun. Very much so. But we got some banger baseball to talk about. Speaking of what we play for. Our plan tonight, just so everyone kind of understands, is we're gonna run through round one essentially. Pretty much talk about the I don't know if I should call them the actual playoffs, but we'll call it the actual playoff matchups. Yeah. And then there's a couple of consolation that we'll highlight, and then we'll talk about round two, give our predictions just like last week, etc. So nothing too crazy, but we figured this is kind of what people would want to talk about during the playoffs. So here we go. So I'm just going to kind of start from the top like we did last week. NL matchups first. Not surprising, our first matchup here, Nats, Brewers. Just really unfortunate spot for Zach to be in. I think I saw he only ended up with 2 starts, which is, again, for a team that we have been hyping up all year, and just for how well he was playing, the timing could not have been worse.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen what this was with the healthy Brewers rotation.
Oh, my gosh.
He probably doesn't get picked. Definitely would not have picked them for starters.
Yeah, exactly.
Nats definitely wouldn't have picked them, but I don't know. It's been a phenomenal season for the Brewers, and it ends out on a whimper, and you just hate to see it go that way. But it's luck of the draw with stuff like this. I mean, I don't know. Like his rotation was solid. We all knew he had the legs to go pretty far in this, and just a first round knockout with no problem for the Nationals, and they just skate by.
Yep, it's pretty crazy. The thought that they maybe, I guess if you follow Jeff's logic, if Zach has his full rotation, maybe Washington picks Atlanta and they lose by a point.
Right.
That first round matchup sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So things definitely could have been different had he not only had those starts. So, I Josh already in here with a comment, which I absolutely love. I will read that once we get a little farther down. Second matchup, just kind of mention the Cardinals Braves. Braves showing up in first round of the playoffs. Obviously, sucks to go up against what we have kind of heralded as the best team for a while now. So yeah, thoughts on that one?
It's a heartbreaker in a much different way. It was the opposite of the Brewers, where it's like you could not have had a better week, and it still was for nothing. And then pretty much you're going to spend the entire playoffs just seeing what your score is compared to theirs.
Correct.
Like, could I have made it to the next round if I was not stuck with the Cardinals?
Yep.
400 points. Who's stopping that?
That's wild.
Yeah,
it's
brutal.
I mean,
brutal. Would have beat anyone else. The Braves would beat anyone else here.
Yep.
But they just got the crappy luck of the draw. So
yep.
Again, Cardinals wagon. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, just a bummer for the Braves, honestly.
Yeah, really sucks. I mean, and again, not to kind of like downplay how good Jeff is either, right? Like, good for him. He certainly has the team and the horses this year to pull it off. So would not be shocking. Next one, potentially even a more disappointing matchup. Because I think we both thought this was going to be the closest.
I gave it a spread of 10.
Oh yeah, of the matchups, and man, the Cubbies just did not show up, unfortunately, for Frank. I didn't look to see how many starts he had. I'll do that right now while you're kind of talking about it. But what thoughts on that one? Only 217.
Largely, it was just there's just no offense. I mean, it was entirely Michael Busch, and you look at everybody else. It's like single digits. You get 15 from Freeman. 13 from Arias, but
even like 15 and 13, like that's not, what I mean, for a playoff team like him,
correct.
Like that's not
correct. Those are not good weeks. I'm not saying that those are good weeks at all, but it's like 25 is your leader, and it's like far and above the rest. It's definitely not the best showing for anybody here. On the pitching side of things, he had ECAB for 32 on the week, Imanaga for 21, and then that's pretty much it. I mean, it's the rest of it's like 10, 4, 5. I mean, it's not ideal.
That 32 from ECAB was 2 starts. So also, really, you look at it, only 16 points a game.
14 Ks, 11 innings. Wow.
So I mean, a good, I guess, 32 points obviously from a pitcher is great. But if you look at it from a points per game perspective, 16, that's not bad at all. Most of us will take 16. But in the playoffs, when you're playing against a team like this, you need maybe a pitcher or two to get you a 20 something. Right.
Like, well, I mean, that's clearly erased with Jose Soriano's 50 points on the week by the Padres.
Correct.
50 is banana lands.
That is wild. That is wild.
Just a heck of a week for the guy. Nimmo putting up 37. That cannot go unnoticed. Padres just seem to have top to bottom just better depth overall on the offensive side of things, and then just had a better outstanding pitching performance. I thought this was going to be a close one. Not even close to a close one.
Yeah, unfortunate for sure. Then last one in the NL here, somehow, some way. I
wanted Phillies, but that's just not. It's just not something you can bet for. I mean, if they're going against the Pirates, pretty much, fate sealed. There's really no other. There's no explanation for it. There's no rhyme or reason for it happening. It's just pure devil magic through and through. We all know it's the case. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what voodoo dolls are being tortured, but something is amiss here, and we need to investigate this because he's gonna win again. We're on track for him to win again, and I don't know how he's gonna get around the Cardinals or the Nationals, whoever he may face. But the Pirates they're stringing together some wins, man.
I mean, if he beats Jeff, like
if we go to DEF CON.
I wouldn't even know what
Sound
to
the
say.
alarm.
I wouldn't even know what to say because he won, yes, but he only scored 300 points.
Yeah.
Like it's like compared to, you know what I mean? Like compared to all the other teams, like that's
make
not
the
great.
Phillies score 280 is just, I mean, that's crazy.
Correct.
He didn't even wish it for himself. He just tortured other people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's horrible what Duke's doing to people. It's just he's ruining dreams, just crushing people. It sucks. Adam had a phenomenal season, really good team.
Yep.
And it's all for nothing because of this. It just sucks.
It's crazy, but is what it is. We'll see. You know, again, just kind of highlighted Pittsburgh, St. Louis, tale as old as time, as they say.
It's fun. That's fun though. I mean,
it is.
I know,
it is very fun. I wish it was next round, but
yeah,
it will be. Although I say I wish it was next round, and yet I also don't wish it was next round because the Pittsburgh doesn't deserve the next round, right? Based on the year they've had. So I also don't wish that. So. Is what it is though. Okay, moving on to AL first matchup, the craziest one of the weekend for sure. The last seeded White Sox taking out our top dog, who we were hopeful was going to be the continuing AL champ, I guess. To make it 2 years in a row of the AL, Detroit they lost to the White Sox. Thoughts there?
Yeah, this one bites because I think it was definitely questioned why did you not take the Astros there.
Yep.
But again, I mean, he had his reasons. He stuck with it.
Yep.
I don't think anyone was counting on Tolley coming up, throwing up 22.
Man, that's crazy.
That was a godsend. No one expected Miles Michaelis to get 19 in a week. I sure as hell didn't.
We know how you feel.
See, these Gandalfs on the hill were just kind of coming out of nowhere, helping out the White Sox.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's another one where it's the White Sox storyline is very fun, and we want to go with that.
Yes.
But man, to put together the season John had, and you get bounced immediately from your own doing, that's one you're going to sit with all off season. That's tough.
It's crazy too because you look at like the guys he traditionally would rely on for points. Just in general, like Nola got him an 8.5. Morton got him a 7.5. Noah Cameron got him a 0. Like that, it's just. And again, not that those guys needed to put up 20s, right? But if each of those guys just gets 7 more points, or if Sagano doesn't go negative 1.83, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some QA7 hijinks in there if we dig into it deeper, where a guy just didn't get it because of this or whatever. Man, it's just too close to just not agonize over every little move you could have made.
Yep, it really is.
Yeah, it's a brutal one. But shout out the White Sox. I mean, worst team in the league last year, and is now moving on to the next round after taking off, the number one team. So
yeah,
huge. Shout out White Sox for that.
It'll be really interesting to see, kind of where they stand because points wise, New York picked them points wise. They were within 4 of New York in week 1. So, certainly if he gets another week like that, could be close, right?
It's very exactly. Very even. I could see either one of them winning that. So either way, it should be pretty fun.
Yep, and speaking of New York, again, you kind of mentioned this already, but New York and Houston, it was close for a little bit earlier on in the week, and then Gary kind of, it seemed like had like that 30 to 40 point cushion almost consistently for the latter half of the week to kind of pull it out. So any thoughts on that?
Well, the rotation showed up. That was big.
Yes.
We kind of talked about it as like, how are you going to beat this? And I mean, Gary kind of proved that you really can't. So Crochet with 21, I think he only had 1 start, so that was huge. School with 50 on the week,
51,
unbelievable. But again, I don't want to take it from Evan. Had some great pitching performances too.
Did.
He had McLean with 28, which I think that was just 1 start. He was phenomenal in that start. Sheehan with 30, Yamamoto with 29. I mean, Evan gave it right back to him, but still 151 points from the Yankees pitching. It's huge.
Crazy.
It was mega.
Well, and the crazy thing is too, like if you look at Evan's pitchers, he had 5 guys in the negatives. You get those points. That's like 17 points right there. That put him up at 270. Now he's only down by 30. Okay, now you can look at, all right, maybe it just his starting pitching wasn't great. Right? It was like Sheehan gave him obviously a huge start. Yamamoto gave him a huge start, but other than that, he didn't get much of anything from his pitchers.
Yeah, the lack of offense was also kind of hurting a little bit too.
Yeah.
I would just say like because most of it came from Bellinger,
Yep.
and then after that you get 19 from Nico, which isn't bad. I mean, everyone was just kind of doing well. They're doing
Yep.
okay. You weren't getting these standout performances beside Bellinger. So maybe just like a few more base knocks here and there, even and you take away some of those negatives, and you're back in this thing. But that's more along the kind
Yeah.
of alternate universe that we don't want to go in too far into. But yeah,
Yeah.
Yankees again, the silent assassin. Gary moves on and take on the White Sox.
Yeah, it'll be very very interesting. Cool to see in that matchup one of those two teams, I believe, reaching the ALCS for the first time. I don't
Oh
believe.
yeah,
I mean, I
huge.
know
Yeah,
Chicago
absolutely.
hasn't, and I'm pretty sure Gary hasn't either. Even though he's always been good, I don't think he's ever made it there.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't think so either. That's
so
awesome.
that'll be cool to see. Okay, next one. The one I guess I'll start off. Josh had a message for this next matchup of Texas against the A's. He wanted to make sure that he gave congrats to all the winners, but an especially big congratulations to one loser in Dylan. So congratulations, Dylan, on your
Congrats,
loss
Dylan.
from Josh. But yeah, so again, this was obviously arguably the most talked about matchup, I guess, just between Josh and Dylan and Sam themselves. I think they
Hmm.
just all, and I guess Evan chimed in a little bit too. But yeah, Sam ended up kind of pulling it out, beating an A's team that seemed so resilient all year. And a team that the Rangers could never seem to catch, right? I think that was kind of the biggest thing is we, especially after the trade deadline, thought Sam had a really good deadline. He made his team a lot better, but for whatever reason could never catch up to Dylan. So what are your thoughts there end of the
I
day?
mean, everyone that contributed was deadline acquisition. So
Yes,
I think
correct.
that's biggest. Like Devers 45, Lindor 32, 40 from
His
Schwarber, 20
bats were
from Lukes, 50
nuts,
from Soto. 237 on offense is just
nuts.
yeah, crazy. Um, yeah, that's the staggering number. So I don't know if they're gonna stay hot. It's hard to keep an offense hot throughout. I mean, you can kind of get lucky with the pitchers.
Yep.
But I mean, if anyone's gonna do it, it's this Rangers offense with like huge names
Mm-hmm.
that I'm sure can probably keep her going for another couple weeks. Um, but as far as the A's, I mean, he didn't even shoot himself in the foot. He just didn't show up enough. I mean, three
Correct.
fourteen is not that bad of a score, but probably not going to get you a win in the playoffs, especially something
Yep.
like this. Um, but I don't know. I guess Dylan can feel better because this is the best case scenario for a
Correct.
loss for
Correct.
Dylan.
Yep.
So that's kind of a bummer for the AL West because there's not a lot of clowning can happen. That's the real bummer of all of it, which
Yep.
is really that's all we do here in the AL West. We don't really compete for anything except for really just clowning rights.
Yep.
That's what
Yep.
it's all about.
Yep.
But yeah, it just seems Sam is definitely a force to be reckoned with on a good week for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I mean, it shows that he, if his offense shows up, then he's got a chance against anyone. Because I mean, even
Yeah.
looking at his pitching, right? He got 19 from Flaherty, which consistent, right? That you would expect that at least. But then he got 37 from Keller, 22 from Kershaw. I feel like that's a little high
Hmm.
for both of them, at least the expectations. And that 37 from Keller was obviously over two starts. So it'll be interesting to see if he doesn't get that right, if Keller's kind of his normal Keller self, I guess, because I mean he has not pitched like that in a long time. He's
I don't know
actually
if he's done
four
it any
four of
stretch
his
this year.
four of his last five starts prior to the two this past week were single digits.
Oof.
So if he does that right, this game is now 20 points as opposed to 40 points, and now we're a lot closer. So Dylan
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
one
Huge.
different start, and it's a different story. So okay, then our last matchup here: Kansas City and Seattle. Kansas City pulls it out. Kind of another crazy matchup because these were the two highest scoring AL teams in the 4-5 matchup that just happened to be playing each other. Again, very similar to the 2-7 matchup in the NL. But our reigning champ was able to kind of continue his run. Has been relatively quiet. Probably didn't make as many moves as maybe he could have. But his team keeps rolling on. So thoughts there.
Well, I would say Josh really overperformed on the offensive side of things, which really made this
Very much so.
close.
237.
You're getting
just like Sam.
29 from Chapman, 25 from Yaz, 21 from Bader, 40 from Springer. These things should not be happening. So he caught lightning in a bottle for sure.
Yeah.
And he just played the wrong team. I don't know. I mean, if this was a Dillon outing, this would have been a lot more fun for everybody. But no, just ran into the brick wall of pitching that the Royals have. I mean, with 26 from Williams, 27 Gosman, 24 Fried. Good luck with that. Who's topping that?
Right.
So it just seems like wrong opponent, wrong time. It's 358. It's a great week. It should beat most teams on a given week. But yeah, I mean, it was the 4-5 we kind of wanted. We were hoping we'd get.
Correct.
And it lived up to the hype for sure.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. Because Brendan lost Gore, it looks like, for this next round. So I don't know what starts look like. My assumption would be he'll still be fine and should be able to get 7. But that's something I would just look at for Brendan here. But yeah, I echo everything you said. I love to see that Buxton was at 40. Just continuing.
Yeah, what the heck? That's another one. Yeah, I glossed over that one somehow. But yeah, 40 for Buxton is also great.
He's been absolutely mashing recently. Yeah. It's been fun, even though the Twins suck. It's been fun. Okay, so that's it for those matchups. There were 2 consolation matchups that you and I really wanted to highlight. Down here at the bottom, Twins D-backs, which I believe I picked right, and then Angels Marlins, which I think both of us picked the Marlins, but you also pulled out the win because you played against Frank, who only didn't even get to 200. So
that's what it's all about.
That's
what the constellation bracket's all about.
Correct. I think it's crazy that we are somehow both moving on. But I am not going to complain about it. You get to play.
I'll play the Dodgers.
You get to play Joe, and I get to play. We must have been the 2 lowest seeds. I'm assuming to win.
It has to be it.
I would assume because we get both the bye teams. I will say that I am very glad I get to play the Mets and not the Dodgers. I don't envy you there.
Joe has 40 already on me.
I know. I just saw that.
Yeah, 7:30 on a Monday. So that's fun.
He's like 3rd in scoring or 4th in scoring.
It's ridiculous.
So it'll be interesting to see next week. But obviously, we'll keep checking in on us because I guess we're the only consolation games that matter anymore at this point. So, okay, so let's move on to our matchups for this week. Get our picks in. So we have 4 matchups. The first matchup, the Nats picked the Padres in the NL, and then obviously the Cardinals and Pirates are going together. We'll start with the Nats Padres. Thoughts there?
I don't know. We've seen the Nationals struggle at times. We've seen the Padres excel at times.
I'll look at starts here too, just to see.
Yeah, starts will help. Starts could help. I want to be chalk. I probably should chalk the whole way through, but I will chalk this pick. I'll go Nationals. I think that feels like the safest bet. I will remain chalk.
Yeah, I mean, Nats have 8 starts. Padres only have 6.
Okay.
So I mean, could make a difference.
Given who those players are, I probably will defer to Nationals as well.
Yeah, I would assume that's probably the case because the Nats are looking at 2 from Hunter Green.
I don't recall the Padres just being that stellar.
Oh, they get 2.
Aside from
it's not great. It's okay. It's not great. They get 2 from Logan Webb. I lied.
Oh, that's nice.
And actually they only have I'm lying again. They only have 7 because for some reason Robbie Ray is.
Oh, it's like the doubleheader thing?
Probably, yeah. It's a Wednesday and a Friday, and he's projected as the starter for both of them. So I don't know. So they actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they only have 7. So never mind. It's one from everyone across the board. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he gets 2 Webb and a Boyd, maybe you can see something. Maybe you can break even there. But the offenses, they're far apart. Yeah, probably Nationals. It's the safest bet. I still stand by it.
Josh put in chat that he's had the best offense in the league since the dump deadline, and since it's a 3-month sample size, that means it's factual, and he wants a public apology.
No, I'm not going to apologize. He still wishes he had the password on his team. I'm not going to apologize for shit. Absolutely not.
Josh, we as much as Brendan and I have had beef in the past, I think we've squashed it. And I still like to see him lose every now and then, but as the reigning champ in AL Central, I am glad he won, and I am not ashamed to say that.
For the health of ABL,
Yeah, correct.
Brendan had to pull that one out.
Correct. So yeah, I think I'm with you on the Nats. Again, just longevity, right?
Yeah.
Over the course of the season, even though they kind of faded near the end, I still think they're the better team. They're the more consistent team. So I still think they pull this one out. Next one, Pirates Cards. Go for it.
I go Pirates. I gotta go Pirates.
Wow, dang. Okay.
I gotta go Pirates.
Okay. I'm gonna just look before I make my pick. I'm gonna look and see. I'm gonna give some analysis to look and see what we got.
I base it off of nothing.
Why are we on Tuesday?
Except just the weird stuff that goes on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he has.
Duke's got a start right now
7.
that's getting blown up. Jeff has a start that's also getting blown up. Oh my God, Sonny Gray! I didn't even see that. Oh my God.
It's unfortunate.
6 innings, 7 earned, 10 hits, 3 walks, 5 Ks.
He at least kept it positive, but. So
I
Jeff,
hate this
1,
Cardinal
2.
team so much. I really do.
Jeff only has 7 as well. So yeah, I mean, this could be.
I mean the real life Cardinals, by the way, not Jeff Cardinal.
No, I know.
I realized I was talking about the Cardinals.
I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Because yeah, I mean Jeff's offense is still going off tonight.
Yes.
So he's sitting pretty there. Yeah, I mean I'm gonna go Cards, just because I mean as much as I believe in the Duke curse as much as you do, I just think Jeff has just put together such a good team. This year, I think it'll be very interesting to see what happens when he loses a lot of his 2025 guys after this year. But
counterpoint though,
go for it.
Does the 400-point week then get a little bit of a hangover for the first few days of the next week?
Yeah.
So maybe you don't start seeing anything till Thursday through Sunday, but like you lose ground in those first 3 days.
Yeah.
And then maybe the Pirates can sneak in there.
I mean,
did Jeff score too many points last week? Embrace debate.
I mean, this is what I'm going to say. I think the chance that the Pirates win is 50.1%.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm just picking the Cardinals because I believe scientifically they should win this game.
Yeah, it's all there.
So
all the logic and facts are there.
But I have used correct 100%. That's if anything in this league has taught me anything, it is that picking against Duke is usually wrong.
Yeah.
Regardless of percentages. Josh, again, he's our number one fan tonight. If you can't tell,
chirping.
He's just chirping. But he also said that he no longer wants an apology from the guy who's picking the Pirates. So there you go.
You know what? Gosh, go make a podcast. Go make a podcast. We have 2 podcasts. So that means we can have 3. We can have 5 podcasts.
He gets to live through
us. You want to spout off, either hop on the show and we can hashtag embrace debate, or get a podcast. One or the other. But I'm picking the Pirates. 10 out of 10.
Oh man, so good. All right, let's move on to the AL. Just looking at this now too, the AL's kind of crazy. I think looking back last year, I have no clue who was here in the second round, but White Sox, Yankees, Rangers, Royals. I'm pretty sure only one of those teams was here last year, and it was the Royals. So it's going to be very, very interesting to kind of see what happens here. But let's talk first matchup: White Sox, Yankees.
White Sox spent all their luck last week. It's going to go Yankees.
Interesting.
I think it's a hard one to top. That pitching is just absurd. So I don't think the White Sox are going to be able to catch up to that throughout the week. So yeah, that's easy Yankees for me.
Oh yeah, the White Sox have 4 starts.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
With one of them being Michael Austin, one of them being Toll. So
yeah, I mean,
and depends on how you feel about that, but
it's hard. It's really hard to put your eggs in that rookie basket. I mean, obviously pitched well. Obviously a great pitcher.
Yeah.
But what are you going to get on start 2 of his career? Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm sure Josh can give us a stat line of what it will look like, and I'm sure it'll be 9 innings, 12 Ks. But.
So yeah, 100%. Kerry is real fortunate this week. He's got 3 pitchers that he's getting double starts from: Cease, Ryan Nelson, and Colin Rea. He sat Nelson and Rea tonight. which looks like the smart play so far, probably. Well, I guess maybe not Nelson. Nelson's pitching decently well. But he's got Cease in right now. And then he also has, obviously, Crochet. He's got Alexander. And then he has on Sunday, which my assumption is he's going to put all these 4 guys in. He'll have Cease, Nelson, Rhea, and Skubal all going on the final Sunday.
Ouch.
So
yeah, drop the hammer on Sunday.
If it is even close on Sunday, it's open shut for Yankees. So
you got to be up by like 60
at least
to sweat. You know what I mean?
At least
like, that's tough.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, and then the last matchup here, Rangers Royals. I'm sure Sam will have a lot to say about this at some point during the week. I mean, he's already sitting at 42 points too. But thoughts there?
I don't know. I think Brendan's pretty well balanced, but Sam's offense is quite stout.
Sam's got 6 starts. And Brendan has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brendan has 7. 2 from Freed.
2 are from Freed. Ooh,
yep.
Okay. I don't know. Sam's offense is better. We'll go with the Rangers.
Wow.
We'll go with the Rangers. Because Brendan had a lot of good starts last week from good pitchers. Can they do it all again? Is the question.
Yeah, fair.
And if it's a yes, then they'll win. If it's a no, then Sam's offense wins out.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad point. I think this could be the closest matchup of the 4.
You can't say that because we totally jinxed it last week.
That's true, but maybe that means Sam loses by 100. I don't know.
Oh, then we can jinx that because that sounds fun. I'll go for that as well.
And Josh also just pointed out that Brendan has the 2nd best offense in the league since the dump deadline. Or I don't know if he means dump deadline or trade deadline.
I also can just like open an Excel sheet and just start typing in things and be like, yeah, this is what I show. You know what, Josh? Guess what? I ran the numbers right now as of today. I show Brendan with the 5th best offense and Sam with the 2nd most. That's what my numbers show. So kick rocks.
This might be the best podcast we've ever had, just simply from an interaction standpoint. Yeah, I'm gonna go Royals. 1 because of AL Central brotherhood, I guess, but also just to try and prop Brendan up so that maybe he'll one day trade me Brooks Lee. That's all that I'm.
I feel like Nick Saban right now on game day. Whenever he like kind of fake deliberates of like, well, we got 2 good programs here, but I'll probably have to go with Alabama.
Yep.
And it's like, no shit, Nick. Yep. I knew that was going to happen. I did that with the ALS, basically. Yeah.
True. Fair enough. That is fair. That is a very fair and valid point. The last thing I'll add is because Josh has one more question for you. He wants to know, since Sam is 2nd, who's first in offense? And on your sheet.
Sam's 2nd.
On your sheet.
My sheet shows the Cardinals.
Cardinals first. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Logically, that makes sense. Statistically, I don't know, but logically, it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is all we got. This has been your, I guess, weekly troll podcast. Josh, we appreciate you more than you know, brother. You spice this show up. You spice the league up. We love you, man. But yeah, I think that's all I got. Anything else you kind of want to add, playoff-wise? Anything else?
Listen, shout out everyone that's made it this far.
100%.
Everything that I say about these teams has some layer of jealousy in it. So take it with a grain of salt. I mean, may the best man win throughout from here, because this is where it gets fun.
You know it, man. All right. Well, everyone have a great rest of your Labor Day night, and hope everyone has a great week. Good luck in the playoffs, and we will see you all next week.
See you.
Peace.